We're done with the second interview, and this is a unique spot, okay, in that I'll have a computer net set up for them. I will ask them, okay, after your first meeting, you send me a thank you email, appreciate it, whatever, or thank you card. I'd like you to send me a thank you follow-up email right now. I want you to summarize for me how you envision your first 100 days here. And tell me why you're a good fit for the job. Now, what I'm really doing here is seeing how well they can communicate to me in an email. Because how many times do we call a customer and have to follow up like that? Okay, this helps me. And it's a first cut, and they're doing it right there. And I know if I'm sending a letter off to somebody, okay, I'll have somebody else proofread it for me because I can make a mistake, whatever, I can get the wrong there in the sentence or whatever, and I missed it or I got extra spaces. I want to see how well they can communicate. Helps me make the first cut. Or helps me make a cut on it, okay? If that all goes well, when they come back in for our third interview, it's at least 3, okay? We're going to go over again what we envision these first 100 days to be like, okay? What I'm expecting them to pay, what I expect their day-to-day to be like, okay? And what I'm expecting them to do. And they will never, ever, ever, ever be late on those first 100 days. It takes like 20 to create a habit. I'm going to ingrain it in 100, okay? All right? Okay, my final exam. We've been through 3 interviews. There we are. We're finishing up the third one. And I'll look at them and I'll say, you know what? This just isn't feeling right to me. I'm not sure I want to do this. I'm looking for that person to say, Bob, what's been left unanswered? Is there anything I haven't done right? Was I off on any of my presentations? What's it going to take for me to join your team? I get that little grin on my face and I say, you just did. Because I want them pushing back. I've rejected them. Buyers reject us all the time. I need them pushing back. Because if they don't push back now, they're not going to push back later. And they've got to know me a little bit, so we're at least friendly. At least I think we are. Okay? And it's my opinion that counts. Okay? I'm sensitive. Okay? All right? Okay. But if you reject them, just like buyers do every day, and that's one of the things I skipped over. The memory is going a little bit. When I'm doing that first phone interview with them, I'll conclude it with something to the effect of, hey, Joe, I'll tell you what. I will call you back. Today's Friday. Yeah. I will call you back by 1 o'clock on Wednesday if you're one of the 5 people I'm going to bring in next week. If I don't call you back, Joe, let's just end the relationship here, if that's okay. And I'll hear these people say, oh, sure, fine. Where I want the guy to say, Bob, what's it going to take for me to be one of the 5? What do I need to do to get in front of you? Can I just get 10 minutes of your time to show you what I can do? But if they say, it's okay. It's like the buyer saying, I'm going to give the order to somebody else. No, I want this, right? So I'm pushing back, so they push back, and that's okay. I check those W-2s, all right, because it tells me if they're going to be honest with me. Because this is going to take time. It's going to cost money, okay? But the headaches it's going to save me down the road. Okay? I need them to do the job I want done, the way I want it done, and get along with my team. Okay? So I know I've made the mistake of hiring quickly, and I paid the price for it.